G'day guys, this is your Admiral speaking and welcome to today's video. I mentioned in one of my last videos, I think it was the captain's table, that I was going to do up a video on how to set up the training room and run a CV game in there. And well, I had a bit of time on my hands tonight, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. So before we begin, I think the best thing to do is show you how to set up the training room. A lot of you may already know this, but I know there's also a lot of people out there that don't. So let's just back out of here for a moment. So if you go into your file manager, so PC, Windows, alright, so the file directory will probably slightly differ from person to person, but if you find out where your game data is for tanks, warplanes and warships, it's pretty straightforward from that point on. So go into World of Warships, res I think was next, and you'll see a file down here called scripts config. Now this is the file we need to change, so before you change anything in here, I highly recommend you make a copy of this file and save it in another part of the computer somewhere, somewhere where you actually know where it is, just in case something goes wrong, and you can just copy it straight back in over the top and the game will be good to go again. So what you want to do is you want to right click and then open with Notepad, and then this will come up. Now you'll see this line here, disable training room. Now when you go in initially, that will initially read true. So what you want to do is you want to change it to false and then just save it, and then that will save the file, and then your training room should be active. So then we'll just back out of that, go back into the game. Now when you go up to random here, click on that and you'll see this down here pop up, training. Just click on that and that now means you've got access to your training room. So pretty straightforward. Unfortunately it does reset every time there's a new patch. You got to go back in, change it, but once you know how to do it, it literally takes about 30 seconds. There are forums and what have you on the World of Warships forums pages explaining exactly how to do it, but I figured it's easier just to show someone and they can follow the bouncing ball from there. Alright, so I'm going to set my carrier. So I've already removed all the flags because you don't want to waste them in a training room. I am going to switch this camo out though. I've got quite a few of the type 1 and the type 2 and the type the type 5, so they're not costing me anything, so I'm just going to mount one of those instead of having the more expensive camo for the XP. So I'll just go back to port. We'll go, yeah, already done that. Oops. Click on battle. Now when you go in, this page will automatically come up a little bit different. So you want to create battle, and then you want to set your parameters at the top. So this one is your timing. You can set 10 minutes, 15 minutes or 20 minutes, and you want to set how many ships you can have in the training room. So you can have 1v1, 5v5. I'm going 12v12 because I want to do this as a full proper battle. Alright, and I think I'm going to stick with the land of fire. So you've got all your maps in here that you can set, just pick whichever one you want, and then you've got your modes. So you've got domination, standard, you've got ranked as well. So you set 2 spectators, no spectators, whatever the case may be, which is actually really handy. So with the next season of ranked battles almost upon us, it's probably a good idea to take a look at those as well. But anyway, once all that's set, you hit create, and you see I'm already in there with the Lexington. Now down the bottom here is where you set what ships you want to take and whether or not you want them armed and active. Active means they will move, armed means they will shoot at you. So I want this to be as realistic as I can, so I set both of those. and I want tier 8 ships, so you got to go in here, scroll down quite a bit till we get to tier 8. Where are you? Alright, so we're here at tier 8, so I'm just going to go and quickly find the Shokaku, because that's going to be my enemy carrier that I'm going up against. So now you click and hold and drag it up into the team, and there's your enemy carrier set. So now it's time to set everything else. So I'm going to go back here, I'm going to set North Carolina, 1 on each team. So I'm just going to make this all tier 8 ships. What's next? I want New Orleans, 1 on each team. And Benson, 1 on each team. So I'm going to set this up as a 4 battleships, 4 cruisers and 3 destroyers. So next I'll put the Monarch in. Edinburgh. I need to put Bismarck in next. Yeah, you got to scroll down to see it. 1 on each side. Tipper. Okay, where do I've got? And yeah, I'll put a Z23 in there. It can be that destroyer. Alright, here we go. Japanese, so I want an Amagi, Mogami, and I'll put a Kagero in. And that should be... No, I got one more line to go. That's right, I needed another cruiser, didn't I? Let's see. Yeah, I'll put the Charles in. There we go. Alright, so we now should have 12v12. Did that work? Who is this person? No, go away. Oh, anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, the in there, Mogami. Okay, I see what happened. The Mogami went in, the Kagero didn't. Oh, there we go. 12v12. Let's go. So yeah, it can be a little bit fiddly sometimes, especially if someone else comes in and wants to join, and you go, go away. So, got there in the end. So yeah, anyway, I try to keep it fairly evenly matched initially. Again, look, this is just for practice, so you know, I was playing in co-op for a long time with carriers because I'm not that confident in random battles with them, but co-op was getting quite expensive and I needed another way to practice CVs without costing me an arm and a leg. So just set all those. Started.
General quarters.
So I'm not going to move the carrier just yet. I just want to see where everyone goes. Actually, I think over towards Alpha might be a good place to start.
Autopilot mode enabled.
Go and support the team at Alpha if anyone decides to go there.
Group 2, ready for takeoff. Group 3, ready. Group 4, ready for takeoff. Group 5, ready for takeoff.
Actually, I'm just going to move all them out there. So the idea behind this is to try and set as difficult a scenario as I can. Obviously I want to be sensible about it in that, you know, baby steps.
Engaging enemy. Group 5, airborne. Taking fire.
Okay, that was a fortunate one.
Returning to ship.
And I've used up all my bullets and I can't strafe out of there now.
Group 3, standing by for instructions. Over.
Oh, means they're all going to get shot down. Oh well. Okay, excellent. So I got Margie down here. And I've just realised I forgot to re-equip the armour-piercing bombs. Oh well. That's alright, it means I can hit cruisers and destroyers. I'm now spotted by aircraft, which is not good. Try and keep them out of range. Yeah.
We're under attack. Group 4, standing by for instructions. Over. Approaching target. Standing by for instructions. Over. Group 3, returning. We're under attack. Group 3, taking fire. Group 4, we're under attack. Approaching target. Group 5, returning to ship.
Try and get this.
Group 4, approaching the target. Ready for takeoff. Group 4, returning.
Oh, that's good initial damage anyway. And he'll just burn.
Airborne.
Yep, okay, gotta bring him down here. Let's bring him over here so we got him in the spot. Hey, burned him out.
Enemy battleship sunk.
That's a good start.
Our team has taken the lead.
Push him behind the island there. And we might go after this Monarch next.
Standing by for instructions. Over.
Let's get rid of this guy.
Our victory is in sight. Group 3, ready. Engaging enemy. Waypoint reached. Group 3, maintaining present course. Target destroyed. Standing by for instructions. Over. Group 5, ready for takeoff. Approaching target.
Yeah. That's gonna hurt.
Group 4, ready.
Get a few hits on there, but yeah, I was worried that might happen. Oh, got all three and 2 floods, so hopefully he will now flood out. Oh, and that's the end.
Enemy battleship sunk.
Well, that was a quick game. I certainly expected it to last quite a bit longer than that, but oh, I'm not too worried. So 14 plane shot down, 85,000 damage. Yep, in the middle. Again, I'm not surprised by that. That's probably about my standard, but yeah, look, it's just something that I can play around with and sort of practice my manual drops, practice baiting out defensive AA, working on the strafing, all that sort of stuff, and it's not going to cost me any credits at the end of the day either. Sure, you don't get the experience like you do in co-op, but the games have the potential to last a hell of a lot longer than a co-op battle, because in co-op, as we all know, they all seem to just YOLO in and just ram one another, whereas that seemed to progress quite nicely. So yeah, sure, would have liked a longer game, but it is what it is. So look, anyway, hopefully you got something out of that, and you now know how to set up the training room. Give it a try, set yourself up 1v1, if you want to practice, or have a look at what angles you can effectively fire AP before it bounces, and all those sorts of things. I'm sure you've seen videos by Notzer and iChase and Flamu using the training room in the past. So look, it's there to use it, and just have fun with it. Don't take it too seriously, but get out of it what you can. So I mean, I had tier 8 ships in that one. As my skill level gets better, I'll progress them up to tier 9 while I'm playing a tier 8 carrier, and then eventually tier 10, because, well, that's the meta for tier 8 these days. You're always going to see tier 10 99 times out of 100. So yeah, but anyway, look, that was very short video on the training room. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will try to get one more video out before Christmas, as I will be away from the end of next week for about a week and back around about New Year's. So until then, take care of yourselves, and I will catch you all later. Ciao.